The world ended in chaos. Cities burned. The dead rose. He was just another zombie, thin, weak, forgotten. No strength, no voice, just silence in a world that stopped breathing. He couldn't bite, couldn't walk straight. Other zombies ignored him, worthless even among the dead. But something deep inside him refused to rot. He didn't know why, but he resisted. He began to move, to train, lifting rubble, repeating motions. No guide, no mentor, just struggle. His body rebuilt itself. Slowly, painfully, he became more than undead. He became aware. He grew stronger, faster, undeniable. Vampires knelt. Werewolves bowed. No one dared face him. The king of the undead had risen, from bones and trash to terror and legend. A figure fell from the sky, grinning. No shoot, no fear. A human, but different. Something chaotic. The ground cracked. The king stared. A new enemy had arrived. Humans returned, guns blazing. Not prey, but hunters. Efficient, cold, tactical. They came to wipe everything out. Confident, arrogant, but they hadn't seen him. Not yet. He stepped forward, hoodie swaying, eyes glowing. This wasn't their world anymore. He wasn't a zombie. He wasn't a man. He was the final war. A freight train charges down the track beneath a glowing sunset. Signal lights begin flashing as it nears the crossing. People wait at the curb, relaxed, unaware that something is wrong. The wheels grind violently against the rails, metal shrieking under pressure. Sparks burst from beneath the engine. This isn't just slowing down, it's failing. Something is clearly out of control. The crossing light turns green, and pedestrians begin to cross casually. Laughter, footsteps, and city sounds fill the air. No one looks behind them. A conductor leans out of the engine, his face pale with panic. The train's controls have shut down, he screams. Get out of the way. But the train roars forward. A second crew member pulls the manual brake with all his strength. Nothing happens. He yells louder. It won't stop. Help. In a flash, everything changes, from a normal evening commute to a deadly, unstoppable emergency. A sudden jolt of tension spreads through the crowd. Faces twist in confusion as a screech echoes down the tracks. Heads turn toward the sound. Eyes widen. Something's wrong. People break into a sprint. The warning comes too late. A roar grows louder behind them. Panic explodes. Feet slam against the pavement. Survival takes over. Everyone runs. A stroller wheel locks tight against the track. It won't move. The train barrels closer. The young mother struggles, yanking desperately. Her hands shake. Her baby stirs in the blanket. Ache, she cries out, heart pounding. My baby is stuck. Her voice cracks. The train horn blares again, louder this time. She refuses to leave, even as others flee. A man yells, get away. It's dangerous. But she clutches the stroller tighter. Others scream, frozen between fear and helplessness. It's too late, someone shouts. Time seems to slow. The train's shadow grows larger, darker. Steel roars down the track like a beast unleashed. There's no time left. It's coming, and there's no way to stop it now. He steps forward from the crowd, hood raised, face hidden in shadow. No panic, no hesitation, just quiet intent. People freeze, sensing something unnatural in the way he moves. The world seems to slow around him. Green energy flickers through his body. Muscles coil. With a flash of motion, he vanishes from sight, moving faster than any human eye can track. A monstrous fist smashes the train from the side. The steel groans. The impact launches car after car skyward like toys. Wind tears through the streets as people scream. Train cars twist and flip in midair. The green hooded figure remains steady, buried under their force. One by one, each wrecked segment is hurled away from the path of the stroller. The mother curls around her baby, shielding it. When she finally dares to look up, the chaos has stopped. Dust settles. She's still alive, and someone, something, saved her. She clutches her child, eyes wide, breath uneven. No words come out, just silence. Her gaze slowly rises toward the figure standing in front of her, casting a long shadow. He stands calmly, his green hoodie flapping in the wind. muscles tense, but unmoving. The mother stares up at him, uncertain if he's a savior or something far more dangerous. The dust begins to settle. She sees the imprints, deep, heavy steps embedded into the ground from where he stood his ground against the train. Her expression begins to shift. He takes a small step forward, extending a hand without a word. His tone is gentle, almost human. Are you all right? She hesitates, eyes searching his skeletal face. The fear fades. Slowly, she reaches up. Their hands meet. Thank you, she whispers. Her child rests safely in her arms. For a moment, nothing else matters, only gratitude and quiet awe. She begins to speak, for save, but the words catch in her throat. Holding her child close, she looks up with wide, hopeful eyes, expecting a kind gesture in return. Then she freezes. Her hopeful gaze turns to horror. The hero who just saved her is not human. The skull beneath the hood grins silently. Her voice breaks in fear. Kya, she screams, clutching her baby tightly. Her cry pierces the calm sky, drawing the attention of everyone nearby. Panic sets in, hearts racing. But the hooded figure doesn't move. High above, a paper airplane glides through the sunlight, peaceful, weightless, distant from the fear below. The world remains silent, a moment of calm after the chaos, untouched by emotion. The airplane floats gently through the air and lands outside a tall building. There, it flutters against a rail, unnoticed. A skull emblem stares back quietly, hinting at something ominous. My name is Zombie, not the scary kind, though. Just Zom from zombie, and B from zombie. Yeah, real creative. Still, that's what I go by in this world. Every day starts the same, stretch, yawn, and stumble out of bed. I live in a quiet, sunlit apartment. No moaning or brain eating here. Just peace and pink pajamas. Age? I don't know. When did I die? Not sure either. My memories are foggy. But somehow, I'm here. Alive, dead, something in between. Still, I carry on with daily life. I wash up, brush what's left of my teeth, and tidy the place. It's a routine that makes me feel normal. Even if the mirror always reflects something undead. But deep down, I have a dream, a hope. I want to be accepted. I want to walk beside humans, not behind them. I dream of a day where I'm just me. With that dream always burning in my chest, I continued to improve myself, physically and mentally. Even a zombie can grow. Bit by bit, I work toward becoming someone worthy of trust. Though the goal still feels distant, I truly believe that if I keep putting in the effort, one small step at a time, then someday, I'll get there. I have to. I look in the mirror and remind myself, you will succeed. My face may be skeletal, but my heart, whatever's left of it, burns with determination. I'm not giving up, ever. To reach this dream, I've done more than wish. I've helped humans countless times, pulled them from danger, guided the lost, even risked myself. I want to prove I'm not a monster. Run! I shout as I leap out from the rooftop, cape fluttering like a hero's. Below me, a train barrels toward a stadium. There's no time to hesitate. Screams erupt. Oh my god. What's that? Eyes widen, bodies scramble. They see me now, but I'm not here for attention, I'm here to save them. A boy notices something strange in the sky and points. Huh? He mutters, confused. His friend turns, eyes widening. A shadow grows larger, casting fear across the entire stadium crowd. A massive cargo plane hurtles downward, headed straight for the field. Screams erupt in waves. No one can move fast enough. The ground shakes, impact seems certain. Everyone braces for disaster. Suddenly, a cloaked figure appears beneath the plane. With monstrous strength, he catches it mid-air. Bones creak. People gasp in disbelief. Woa! The undead hero stands firm, holding death back. Elsewhere, a woman screams, the building is on fire. Flames rage across windows. She sobs, my children are still inside. Panic spreads. Firefighters haven't arrived. The situation is beyond control. With no hesitation, the skeleton hero rushes through the blaze. One by one, he carries kids out, arms full, cloak blazing. Mothers cry. Bystanders cheer. He dives again into the flames. Well, I wasn't originally that strong. I remember clearly, on one summer day, a zombie outbreak broke loose and caused complete chaos. It was the beginning of the apocalypse. I was still just a student, sitting in a school classroom when the outbreak began. Sirens screamed across the city, but we thought it was a drill, until the screams grew real. The outbreak hit too suddenly. I didn't even have time to think. Everyone around me panicked, trying to run. I didn't escape in time and got bitten. I collapsed. The pain was sharp, my vision blurred. And then, I became an ordinary zombie. One of the mindless, wandering undead. That's where my strange new life began. That's right, I became a completely ordinary zombie. I didn't think, I didn't feel. I just wandered, mindlessly moving with the horde, drawn by sound, instinct, and nothing else. We were a mob, lifeless bodies swaying in unison, following wherever the wave led us. We didn't question, didn't hesitate. Just shuffle forward, stumble, groan, and repeat. That was life. Then, one day, everything changed. Humans reappeared, armed, armored, ruthless. We stood no chance. They didn't ask why or how we turned. No words. Just the cold hum of weapons. They didn't talk reason. They didn't care. They pointed their guns, rockets, and missiles right at us. As if we were monsters, not victims. As if we chose this. The massacre was instant. We were blown apart, shredded, gunned down without mercy. No warning, no negotiation, just blood, dust, and silence. The day humanity returned was the day death came again. Not only did they burn us for fuel, but they also created a perpetual energy machine by exploiting us. We became their source of electricity, zombies, once feared, now reduced to mere batteries. I never understood it. Why do zombies crave humans? Why do humans hate zombies so much? I don't have the answers. But I knew one thing. If I wanted to survive in their world, I had to change. I had to become stronger. And so, from that day on, I began training. Relentlessly. I lifted weights, ran every morning, swam with all my strength, and jumped around like my life depended on it. Day by day, I pushed myself a little harder. An independent life starts with our own efforts. I didn't eat meat, avoided any temptations, and followed discipline strictly. I swam laps endlessly, even chased by sharks sometimes. No excuses. I survived on protein powder alone, 3 meals a day, every day. No snacks, no distractions. It wasn't tasty, but it fueled my progress. And that's all that mattered to me. Though my body ached, I never missed a session. Even at night, I ran drills and trained until I dropped. Posters of athletes inspired me to keep going always. Then, one day, it happened. Something had changed. My body, my resolve, everything aligned. I had reached a new level. Finally, after all that time, I became strong. I was almost invincible. My body had become strong and durable, nothing like the weak form I once had. Muscles rippled under my undead skin, and every movement radiated confidence. After obtaining both power and knowledge, I decided to live in the budding human society. No more hiding, no more fear. I continuously helped them to change their perception of zombies. I saved people, followed laws, and worked hard to earn their trust. I wanted to live as a civilized, law-abiding, and good zombie. Not a monster, not an outcast. Just another citizen, sweeping his balcony in the morning breeze, dreaming of peace and a place where the living and the dead could coexist. The food is all gone. Not even a drop left in the jar. I checked every corner of the fridge, but it was hopeless. With a soft yawn and an empty stomach, I turned around in my pajamas, stretched a bit, and said to myself, "Let's go shopping, a zombie's life must go on."